55 points at Ole Miss last year. But this year, only 23 points in regulation and a lot less yardage.
I'm proud of just overall the whole team. You know, we didn't flinch not one time. You know, in games like that, you know, them type of games all week. You know, we already knew them type of games you live up for. You know, that you wait for to happen. But overall, to see our whole team, and especially like the defense and everybody, just to come out that fast. And that was like a big emphasis on what Coach Kelly was talking about, just starting fast, and the defense started extraordinarily fast. So, you know, when you see things like that and, like, you hold an offense like that to a low-scoring amount like that, that's a proud moment for you and your team.
It starts with Blake Baker, but then all the other new coaches. How much of this is coaching this year?
A lot of it, you know. I can speak for the edges ourselves, you know. Coach Peoples, you know, he making the emphasis just for, you know, guys to go out there and challenge themselves to be better every day. You know, you're not going to be 100% every day. You know, some days you're not going to want to do it, but, you know, he makes sure he pushes you and holds you to a standard that makes you want to go out there and just compete for him. And I really appreciate Coach Peoples for that. You know, he's been teaching me and Savion a lot of things. And, you know, just overall, they're just building the culture back in here, and they're just doubling down on it.
And after all the fun of Saturday, how mature is this team to get their collective feet back on the ground and know that Arkansas is going to, you know, come after you guys?
It shows the type of team we're going to be, you know. Not having the big hit after beating the team like that, you know, just staying in the moment and just, you know, putting this game past us. You know, we watched film yesterday and, you know, we look at everything on Mondays and, you know, the next day, you know, our main thing is to throw that game away because we got a whole new great opponent that we finna go against, you know. Arkansas got a lot of great guys on offense, got a lot of key players they got. And, you know, that's going to be a physical game. So that's what we focus on this week.
Yeah, kind of how you were talking about watching film on Monday. What maybe is some areas that you individually or the defense as a whole maybe could look to improve on?
Just little nicks and dabs to it, you know. You know, we had a lot of, like, myself, like, just overall, like, Jackson Dart had 2 big runs, you know, and I was keying the tight end most of the time. And, like, if I would have just keyed the tackle and just, you know, just played it and then shot it, you know, and, you know, just fixing on the errors that I had, you know, I could have stopped a lot of those plays from, like, being big yard plays. So just knocking out the chunk plays, you know, same thing. But the same thing I said last time, just keeping that mentality, bring that old LSU defense back.
So it seems like your game every single week is developing, but what really about what your preparations week in and week out are really allowing you to create chaos in the backfield and really be involved in most of the defensive plays that we saw last week against Ole Miss?
You know, Coach Peoples always tell me, you know, so, like, during this whole season, he showed me, like, okay, the weeks that I practiced hard and I had, like, an exceptional week at practice, look at the outcome of the game. So I feel like I took my preparation and practice, like, to a whole nother level and just honing in on the details and everything. And just when you winning in practice and, like, you consistently, like, just getting it better in practice and, like, you consistently rep that thing over and over, you know, it just gets easier for you. So it's like on game day, it just feel like everything just feel way easier, and I'm able just to play fast.
What has led to Savion's success on the other end?
The same thing with me, you know, Coach Peoples, you know. Savion is just, you know, he a high motor guy. And, you know, Savion worked hard, just like the next man, you know. Savion worked hard, you know. Savion took a big leap in losing his weight. I think that was his big thing that played a role in for Savion, you know, cutting down and fixing his diet up. And ever since he's been doing that, Savion been explosive off the edge, able to bend the corner, get back there and make a lot of plays.
Whit Weeks, this guy that we interview who's all smiles and looks like he's enjoying every second of every day. Is that how he is all the time?
I probably haven't seen a day in, like, 2 years that I've been here. I've never seen a day where I seen Whit, like, really come in and not smiling. He may come in quiet, but, you know, I love Whit to death. You know, Whit always smiling. You know, he comes in. That's a fellow Georgia boy, you know. I love Whit. Whit got energy every day. Even if he's hurt, like today we just had practice today, we out there hurting. Everybody out there hurting, but Whit got the energy, you know. You know, he's still hurting. Whit didn't play, everybody didn't play a lot of snaps, but, you know, Whit energy is just contagious. It just fills up a room. You just love it.
18 tackles, huh?
That's crazy. That's a bad man. I told you, that's a bad man. 18 tackles. It's like every time I look around and I see somebody get to the next level, you just see Whit come out of nowhere just swanton bombing and getting them. Like, it's crazy.
Tell me about your big tackle. 4th and 1, they go for it.
4th and 1. I feel like that was probably my biggest play of my career. You know, because, you know, I always wanted to take the next step in being a run defender. You know, I just didn't want to just be a third down guy. You know, But just being able to get in there, you know, coaches putting us in the right spots, you know, didn't get the call, but you know, you just got to check whoop ass sometimes, just go get the ball. That's all you got to do.
In terms of just the atmosphere of the game, where would you say this game kind of ranks?
This is the number one. That was the number one game for me. Crowd rush the field. You know, we're in a dogfight with Ole Miss the whole game. It goes down to overtime. You know, them type of games that you sit down like when you was a kid and you watch, like you just sitting back and just watch it on TV, and then like now you're a part of it, and it's just like, sheesh, that's a different atmosphere. That atmosphere in Baton Rouge was crazy. Like the light show, like I don't know what they had on their wrists. I didn't even know that was happening, but it was like after the fourth down stuff, I just saw everything start flickering. I'm like, oh, that thing was nice.
On Saturday, you guys proved a lot of people wrong about the LSU
Yes, sir.
defense, the storyline. How did it feel to prove, like I said, all those people wrong and to prove that LSU's defense is legit?
You know, we still got a long season, so, you know, we still got to continue to prove people wrong, you know. So it's like, we're not trying to really lock in on, like, the little outside noise saying that we did good, because it's like, we still got tough opponents coming up, and we just got to be able to stay consistent and consistently do that. So we try not to get the big head about it, and we just trying to make everything an expectation for us now. Instead of being surprised by it, just make it an expectation.